5 times.
5 times. a little tired. The Yankees played last night.
Hey, John, speaking of that, get in here. Get your fat, lazy ass in here. This is the second run-in I have with this douchebag.
Really? What's this about?
Every week, once a week, like clockwork, John is late. The Yankees were on last night.
So he was late today?
Yeah, and in all seriousness, John has a job here. We don't have tons of money to throw around.
The Yankees don't pay him.
No, the Yankees don't pay him. We do. And Gary comes to me every week and goes, look, I'm completely frustrated. I know you don't want to fire John. Why were you late, man? Be honest. Because you stayed up and watched the Yankee game.
No, first of all, I'm not...
What time did you go to bed last night? Be honest.
Oh, I don't know. I mean...
What time was the Yankee game over?
Howard...
I swear, you know what? I told Gary, I said to Gary, I want to have this conversation with John off the air because that's how serious it is.
He's still consistently late because this has been going on.
Yeah. Tell me the honest truth, Gary. How late is he?
Not like... this is only the second time I've been late. I mean...
No, but you're late. I ask you to be in by 1:45 every morning, which means if you want to be a pal, get in by 22. But consistently, you're in at 5 of 6... 10 of 6, 5 of 6. I like him at 1:45 because I'll tell you why. The interns don't get in until after 6. I want John at that computer. There's many mornings where you're not in, and I got to get Benji or Ganji at the computer
to cover your job.
Many mornings.
I'm in the 1:45, 10 to 2.
Most of the time, but it's not a most of the time gig. It's I want you all the time in. I don't think
your job begins. Excuse me. Your job begins when?
1:45, according to Gary.
And I think
according to Gary or according to you?
No.
What time does your job begin?
1:45.
Oh, it does. Why do you say according to Gary?
Well, because I don't really get started. I mean, there's no one on the... I don't get started.
What time do we need you here?
Well, Gary needs me at
I'm asking you to be in 1:45.
Yeah, no,
all right, so your job starts at 1:45.
Yeah.
All right.
But he right away said, I get here 1:45 or 10 up.
Yeah, it's
like 5 minutes is okay.
Right.
He never
It's around
considered.
1:45.
Who is your boss anyway? Is Gary your boss?
Yeah.
Oh, he is. All right. 'Cause I don't even know who you are. You seem to have your own deal here.
Well, no, Gary.
You seem to be autonomous.
He's got a lot of...
Gary, you and Tom, I would say.
I'm his boss, but he's got a lot of latitude in other areas.
All right, here's the deal. I'm going to stop this conversation now because you know what? It's so serious that I think I'm going to have it with you off the air. I think we're going to sit down and have a man-to-man, a heart-to-heart.
All right.
Because he doesn't. He refuses to bow to.
I'll tell you what the truth is. When I do it on the air, when we do this conversation on the air, he thinks it's a joke.
No, I don't think it's a joke.
All right. How often is he late? Just tell me that for the private conversation.
I would say, on the average, once a week he's late for my clock.
And you told me 7 o'clock.
What's that?
What do you mean for your clock?
In other words, for what I want him in, I want him in at 5:45.
He's saying,
but every day it's different. It's like, I'm in a little bit after.
He's saying that if I come in at 10 to 6, then I'm late.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
That's right.
That's right. You are.
No, I'm just letting him know. You know what you're saying, Gary.
There's some mornings he gets in at 5, and then those don't count the days where he says, "Listen, I'm driving in with Jackie. I'm coming in a little late. At least I know." And I give him that a lot of times.
Sometimes my car breaks down.
His car breaks down, but I give him that.
God.
Right. So
outside
let me ask you something.
Once a week, he doesn't make it in by 5:45.
What is his? Once a week, he doesn't make it in by 5:45. And would you say most of the time? Sometimes he's told me he comes in at 7.
No. He had one really bad day last week. He got in at 7:40. He really.
No, but Howard, that never happens. I mean, that's just
you know what? That one was so weird that I couldn't even get mad at him for that because that's one of those ones where something really bad happens. It happens once every 10 years to everyone. I'm talking about the 6s, the 605s, the 610s.
No, can you be here?
Yeah, it's usually just like what you said
John,
before.
let me tell you something. If it rains, snows, or looks like it's going to rain, you're late. There's always traffic on the LIE that Howard and Jackie never seem to hit.
10 to 6. Oh, that's not true.
But
they're here on time.
But here's the deal, John. Seriously, when I know it's going to snow, and I've had this conversation with you, if I know it's going to snow, I set my alarm 5 minutes earlier.
Why?
You can't because whenever any weather
happens. You know what John is going to say to you? It's his rituals that keep him from getting into the car.
I never have used that as an excuse.
He's never blamed it on that yet.
No, I mean,
but that's the truth.
Did you have a lot of rituals this morning? Because you have obsessive compulsive disorder?
Yeah, but I've never gone.
What was unusual about this morning that you had so many rituals?
Because I was late.
Is that why you were late?
No. I was because the alarm had gotten. I must have slept through the alarm.
But if he's late, then there's more rituals.
Yeah, then it gets even crazier.
So what did you have to do this morning? What were your rituals?
Walking out of a room a couple times. I didn't wear socks. Stuff like that.
Oh, you didn't wear socks?
No.
You weren't allowed to wear socks?
It was just because that would have been. It took me 5 minutes to get on a pair of socks. I just.
See, when they'll come in naked.
Put socks on your clothes.
There have been those times.
Right. It takes a long time to put on socks. You have to take them on and off, and 3 times, 4 times. Right.
So I said, the hell with that today. So then,
no socks.
No socks. That's why you're sockless.
I would have been here at 9.
Next week you'll have a cold.
No, but I've never blamed it on that, and I don't think it should be.
But Joe, let me tell you something else. 5:45, I think, is being relatively liberal. The truth of the matter is, I'd love to have you in by 5:30, and I'll tell you why. I'm the first one in the office at 5:30. The interns don't get here till after 6. Anne Marie gets in, but she's got her own thing to do.
Anne Marie's always on time.
I need stuff copied. I need tapes dubbed. I need tapes pulled.
You need work done.
And I'm always the only one here. In fact, a lot of mornings I'm the only one here.
What time does he leave? What time is his job over?
He's done with us by 11:45, because then he does his show from noon to 1, and then he goes.
Oh.
Sometimes he'll stay, but rarely.
So you can't get in by 5:45?
All right, like I said,
You really should be in at 5:30.
No, he never told me 5:30.
Well, I'm saying because he's had it.
He's had it. He can't get you here quarter.
Why don't you tell him 5:30? Then he'll be here by quarter up.
Howard, don't forget, for 5 years I was in it at 5 o'clock.
But that doesn't count now.
No, I know.
We know that.
I got a question for you. Yeah. How come none of this ever affected you when you had to answer to Howard? When you used to have to wait for Howard and you were the guy, you were never late. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know.
What's that?
Because I told you he doesn't bow to your authority.
No, it's not that. I mean, Gary, honestly, I apologize. I'm sorry.
But how many times can you apologize?
No, the only thing that I do have a problem with, and I know I'm wrong, so go ahead and yell at me, is that, when I'm in at 10 to 6, to me, 5:45, 10 to 6 is the same thing.
No, it's not.
I know, but to me, because I don't get started, because usually...
Let me ask you something. If I told you that at 5:45 exactly, I could give you $1 million, would you wait till 10 to 6? No, you'd be here at 5:45. It's not the same thing.
You know what it's about? Like, Howard, this is what the deal is.
He'd be here at 5:30.
The interns don't have passes to get in. So if I'm here alone, the phone rings and it's like, "Hey, it's Paul. Can you come let me in?" Right. Now I got to get up.
Right. It's got to be important.
And that's where you're not doing because you're running back and forth to the
It's got to be important to you.
Like I said, Gary's right. I'm sorry.
Right. Are you going to be here at 5:45, or do we have to have a private conversation?
No, I got to get 2 more alarm clocks because...
2 more? How many do you have?
I have 2, but again, I just slept...
You slept through 2 alarm clocks?
No, last night was only 1, but... Because I used to use the TV as an alarm clock.
What? You slept through 1 alarm clock? The alarm clock went off.
I don't know. I don't think it went off.
So you didn't set it because you're so tired from staying up from the Yankee game.
I definitely.
What time did you go to? Come on, get out of here. Just be here on time. This is the bottom line. This is a waste of time.
No, I agree, and I'm sorry.
Right, get on time. Get here on time. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
But it's true. I do have to get some more. I mean, because it's. I don't know. Sometimes
all right. Thank you.
And Gary, and just in my defense, I mean, there has been a lot of construction in LA. I have to.
So
take the Northern State.
Northern State is just as bad.
I take the Northern State every morning. There's nothing bad on it. I go right in. I don't take the LIE. I take the Northern State.
If you're telling me there's a setback for you that you know is going to be there in the morning, then start leaving alone.
The LIE is really bad.
It really is bad.
Car really breaking down that much?
No, it was. I got Rob once like to come in.
What?
I had
you got robbed?
Yeah, remember my airbag got stolen? That was one time.
That was a year ago.
Yeah, I'm always coming with Jackie. It's just every once in a while.
There's a lot of latenesses, and you know it. We all know it. There's a lot of latenesses.
No, I agree about the 10 to 6 thing, but I mean it's not.
All right.
But see, he still doesn't.
He wants 10
the 10 to 6 thing.
No, Gary, I admit it's late. I'm just saying it's not like when you say late, it's not like.
But clearly, it's not late in your mind, and late is late. A minute late is late.
No, I agree that it's late, but I also agree that usually, for the most part, I don't do anything till 5 to 6 o'clock.
I also
Get
agree.
here when you're supposed to get here. It's none of your business what you do after you get here.
John, this isn't baseball. I don't want you to bat 400. I want you to bat 1,000.
Can you bat 1,000? Are you the Derek Jeter of this team?
I think so. I mean, you know I would do anything.
If you were at IBM and you were mostly on time, they'd kill you.
You'd be fired.
Yeah.
10 to.
If you had a real job, you have to be on time.
No, I agree.
Jackie won't even drive in with him because John was making him late all night.
I think John thinks that this is me being anal retentive and just trying to.
No, because at some point,
like
you need somebody.
He needs you at 5:30.
But
he's copping you a break and he's saying, at some point, I need you here. I need you here by 5:45 to help me.
Right. If I couldn't get here at 5:45, I didn't dare move you back to 5:30. So
right.
I mean, I'm telling you, guys. I have my alarm set for 4:40 in the morning. I don't know what. I leave my house at 5 because there's plenty of time to be at 5:45.
You know, it's funny because
you leave your house at 5 and you can't get here on time?
I don't know what the hell. I mean, I don't know what happened.
You know, that's because you live in Guam.
To get in the car.
He moved all the way up by Jackie.
But Jackie gets here.
No, Jackie gets in between 6 and. I mean, Jackie's not here at any.
That's the point.
Wait a
Is
minute, am I
Jackie
here
has
when
a
I'm supposed to
time.
be?
Jackie's here when I need him.
Yeah, Jackie, I'm not saying you're not. No, I'm just saying that
When
his
Howard
time that he comes in fluctuates.
But he's
based
here
on
when he's
traffic
but he's here when I need him.
By the time Howard
I'm
opens
not
the
saying-
mic every morning, Jackie's sitting
You
there.
know what it is? Let me tell you what it is. I arrange it so if everything goes perfectly,
Yeah, you
I'm
get a lot.
15 minutes early.
Yeah, I
if
got
a few things go wrong, I'm here right on time.
I got
So
you.
you shoot for 15 minutes early.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
kind of.
Imagine Jackie teaching you how to be responsible.
You're shooting for
You're in
quarter
trouble.
of, and then if there's
stopped
any
drinking
little
at 8:30.
mishap, it's like
It's true.
it's not my fault.
5:40.
No, I don't.
For 40.
I'm not planning for any problem.
You really need to shoot for 5:30, and some days you'll make me happy because you'll come in at 5:30 or 5:40, and I'll go, whoa, John's really trying.
Right.
Well, I have come early. I haven't been here at 5:30.
You know, the phone company will wake you up for $3 a month.
Absolutely.
I used to do that every night.
You used to do that?
I used to do that every night.
So why did you do
Why'd
that?
you stop?
$3 a month cost you a fortune?
It was costing more than that.
Yeah, it's like $1 a.
It's $3 a month. Hey, wait a second.
I didn't answer.
Jeff,
How you doing, Howard?
how much does it cost to get woken up
That
by the phone
wake-up
company?
service.
10 cents. I have the pamphlet right here. 10 cents a morning.
Is this
10 cents a call?
Is this 5 for a week you're talking about?
No.
John,
Yeah.
it's 10 cents a call.
No, I know, but is it the one I just said?
What
Which
difference
one-
does it make,
Okay.
John?
Which one did you say?
He wants
Is that for 4?
No, because I used to always call that, but it was expensive.
Such a
It might be more for 440.
I don't answer.
Yeah, okay,
early.
yeah. It costs, you're right. It costs like $3 or $4 for you to have the service. But on my plan,
See?
it's part
Yeah,
of
you know, I don't even have a
No,
phone
hold it,
in my
hold it.
bedroom. It doesn't matter.
Bell Atlantic.
It was the wrong
No.
number. I was here at 4:30.
I just gotta get. I just
Thank you,
gotta
sir.
buy 2 good
No,
alarm
it's
clocks.
part of your voicemail.
And you know what another problem I have is my power goes out all the time.
Right.
Well, see, John.
Battery-operated
That's
alarm
why you
clocks.
should put it on the
Wind
phone.
up.
I have one of each.
I don't have a phone in my bedroom, Robert.
And a battery-operated alarm. Oh, and you can't get a phone in your bedroom. See, you don't think your job is that important.
No, I don't. No, I just don't have a phone in my bedroom.
So get one.
I don't know. All right. I don't know if I want one in my bedroom, but
We're going to find my socks.
no, I just gotta get. I just gotta buy like 2 more alarm clocks.
No phone, no socks.
All right, continue to be late, John, because you're.
Robert, if I have 3 alarm clocks and I'm still late, I'm a moron.
You are. I agree.
Then you must be an idiot with two.
Armando, you're on.
My job's
Salam alaikum, Howard.
Yes, what can we do for you?
You know, he's smoking a hydro. The hydro's putting him out like a
I don't
light.
even smoke that much
You know,
anymore.
You still smoking weed?
Not really.
Maybe it's putting you out like a light, like this guy said.
I don't smoke that much weed.
Atlantic and white, it's killing him.
Well, you drink if you don't smoke.
No, I didn't drink it at all yesterday.
Seriously, God's honest truth, John.
Yeah.
What time did you go to bed last night? What time did the game end?
I went to.
What time did the game end? That's the
Before
first
I could say that, I took an afternoon nap of like 2 hours and 50 minutes, just knowing that I was going to watch the game.
What time did the game end?
Like 12.
And what time did you finally? Do you think you finally really fell asleep? 12:20, 12:30.
Me, it takes me an hour.
Right, you know why? Because you slept all afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what you got to do?
Because I wanted to go to bed at 11, guys. I swear to
Dude,
God, I was like wide awake.
You
I
don't
was
have to
like,
watch the Yankee game. You wake up in the morning, you get
No,
the
I know,
score.
but I couldn't. I was wide awake.
You're wide awake because you
tired.
slept for 2.5 hours in the afternoon.
He's so excited over the game, he can't get to sleep.
right.
No, that's not
Smoke
true.
another joint, John.
No, I haven't smoked a pot in a while.
Thank you, sir. Please, John, this is silly.
No, I know. Like I
You
said,
think I wanted to watch the Yankee game last night? I did. If I slept for 2.5 hours, I'd be up all night.
I'm wrong. I'm sorry,
All right,
Gary.
get out of here. You're wasting the whole show.
To
All right, get out.
get in the quarter.
Get out, get out. Please get out so I can move on with my program.
Now, do you need a private conversation as well?
No, I don't. I really know Gary's right. I should be on Coda. I mean, there's no dispute for me.
Right side.
Did you see the game,
Baseball
huh?
season's almost over.
Right. Hey, listen to this.
World
There's a guy,
Series.
all right, I'm done with you now. I'm going to move on. In the news today, there's a great story. All right. So I don't have to waste my time with you in a private conversation?
You really
Are you
don't.
going to take care of this like a man?
Yeah, I just got to get like.
Or are you a baby?
You know what?
Like I think you are. Are you a
I'm gonna
man
put
or
it
a
on-
baby? Just answer my question.
I'm a man. I'm gonna put it
Oh,
on-
you
I'm
are
gonna-
a man. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were a baby, and I thought maybe I had to get you a baby bottle and diaper so that you could walk around here and so everyone will know you're a baby because you can't do your job. It's a big Met game tonight. What are you going to do?
I'm not a big
Not
Met
a
fan,
Met
so.
fan.
Not a Met fan. All right. So you don't need a baby diaper? You don't need me to coddle you? You don't need me to cradle
I
you
don't.
and make you feel like you're part of the community?
It's not. It's
You
not.
freak.
I'm not going for attention.
Oh,
You're
yes,
not.
you are.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
Don't you know what your OCD is about? Haven't you figured it out yet? You are so anxiety ridden about being taken care of. You're feeling such pressure that you can't be taken care of, that this is your way of controlling the awkward environment that you live in. It gives you some control. It's a distraction. Keeps you busy from thinking about your real problem, which is that you are a big baby. and that you need to be coddled by me. You need to turn me into your mother.
No,
the mother you never had.
I had a great mother.
Yeah. No, you didn't.
Daddy.
Trust me, you didn't.
Daddy.
You don't know yet what you have. You want someone to take care of John.
Psychotherapy, trust me.
Yeah. I'm giving you psychotherapy for free right now. You want to waste your time with a bunch of quacks, or you want to hear from the master psychotherapist?
So why are you in psychotherapy then?
I went into it. I got a severe problem.
No, I don't think
I'm a man. Someone gives me a job, I'm there on time.
I think it's fear, basically.
Yeah, it is fear. Fear is that you can't come to work on time. That's my fear.
His fear is about his insecurity that he won't be able to handle life.
So let me ask a question.
You need a daddy.
Hold on. Then why, when I leave, Howard? Now, hold on a second, Robin. All right, if this is true, then why when I leave, the rituals are just as much as when I'm...
Because you're consumed with it.
Right, you're a mess all day long.
You want to be taken care of.
You're not just a mess in the morning.
And no offense, you went to a psychologist.
Yeah, psychologist.
That's these field like Dr. Laura. You went to the psychiatrist to get medication. You went to a psychologist. Psychologists are quacks.
3 psychologists.
Get out of here! Get making my day miserable.
And I know why John. I know why John has the rituals when he.
Why don't you go to a tarot card reader?
You know what he needs? A surgeon.
You want to go to a real therapist or one of these make believe therapists?
He needs a surgeon to remove his brain.
Right. Howard, get out of here.
Here's why he has
Get out of here, big baby. Wear a diaper and a baby bottle. Right.
Here's why he has those problems when he leaves, because you have to be home at a certain time and you have responsibilities on that end too.
No, I don't get it. It's nothing to do with being home on time. Trust me.
Leave me alone. Please leave me alone, and please stop making your problems my problem.
I'm sorry.
And stop scream for help. That's what this is.
Can't wear socks.
Right. Can't wear socks.
No,
go put on a pair of socks. Your
Robin,
feet smell.
I knew the socks would take me 5 minutes.
Oh, come on.
Goodness.
Really. It's enough with that OCD.
I never use it as an excuse.
Get rid of it.
It is an excuse.
Your feet smell.
Gary, have I ever come up and say, "Oh, it's OCD"? I mean, stop it.
You say it to me. How do you think I know this?
Oh my God. She just busted you.
No. Yeah, I've had private conversations that I thought would be private.
Well, now they're not. Now they're public.
You know,
when you bring me a problem,
when
you bring me a problem, it's public.
You know what I mean?
What did he say to you?
Oh my God.
What did he say to you?
I have a private, but I would never use it as an excuse. It isn't right.
It is an excuse. It's your excuse.
But I've never used it to my boss as an excuse, Robin. If I tell you as a friend that you're
I have an OCD. I had OCD. I was on time. What's the matter with you?
Well,
suck it up.
Howard, apparently there are two things that can happen if you have OCD. You can either be late all the time or you be early all the time.
Well, be early. You be the kind who is early.
No, I made my choice.
Right.
I made my choice.
Robin, what did he say to you? What did that big baby? Because he needs a diaper. I'm going to get you know what I'm going to do every day? I'm going to put you on my lap and rock you like a baby.
There was
you
a
big baby.
where Robin was a very close friend of mine.
You know where you ought to move? You ought to move to Israel.
You know what?
You know why?
Why?
Because they got communes there. That's what you need. You need a group of people taking care of you. Yeah. You need to share responsibilities. Being a rugged individualist is not your thing. That's all.
When I stopped driving him one day, it was raining. So, of course, you leave a little early when it's raining. I pulled up to his house. I beeped, waited. You don't want to beep, but finally you beep. It's snowing, raining, sleeting. It's horrible out. He comes running out in his underwear, carrying his clothes, with his hair soaking wet. He jumps in the car, proceeds to knock my coffee all over my car phone and broke that.
You want to hear the worst of it, Howard?
Oh.
The worst of it that as soon as we pulled out of the driveway, I realized I didn't have my passport.
Passport?
You don't need a passport to get in Manhattan.
We were going to L.A. The whole show was going, and I didn't have. I just didn't want to bother Jackie with saying, "Could you just wait 5 minutes?" That I drove the whole way to the city and called my assistant and told her to get my passport.
You got an assistant, no less.
Why do you need a passport to go to Los Angeles?
I don't know.
Because I didn't have a driver's license at the time.
See, that's
John Logic.
It's Jackie's fault because Jackie rushed you.
Turn his car around.
Well, he was there 10 minutes early.
He could have waited.
Now, John, where was you?
No, Jackie gets very angry.
But Howard, he didn't ask.
Jackie, you have no idea how angry Jackie is.
Because Jackie wants to go to work.
No, not even that. Even if we're on time, Jackie's angry.
Why?
There'll be times where Jackie wouldn't be talking. And we'd be on the way. And I go, Jackie. He'd be like, damn it. Hold on, let me tell the story, Jackie. And he'd be like, damn it, the deli's closed. God damn it. And I said, Jack, is everything all right? He goes, see? That's why I don't want you driving with me, because I don't want anyone to ask me if I'm all right.
Oh, he's right. Who wants you there?
I'm not denying this for a second.
I know. So that's why I didn't tell you. Go back to my passport.
15 minutes.
It's already in mine, too.
Do you realize that John has thrown a wrench in Jackie's whole life?
Well, John is a leech. You don't get
He's
it.
riding for free.
Hold on.
Criticizing me.
Right.
Hold on a second, Howard.
Right.
Howard, I drove Jackie
bother
in a
me.
number
I'm
of times when his
trying
car
to
broke
ride.
down. This is BS. It's
Because don't you see what John wants? He wants you to cradle him and be his daddy.
He wants help.
Why didn't you pull over to the side of the road and rock him like a baby
When
is
he came
rocked
running out
in his
his
mommy's
underwear.
arms?
You know when
Yeah.
he's in his underwear,
big
there's
homo.
problems.
When he came out in his underwear, I could have said, wait a minute, are you sure you have everything?
You know, America was built by rugged individualists.
I want a babysitter.
And it is a difficult. Most men
you
are.
have a different spin every
Most men are
Remember
type B.
that thing called the Donner Party,
Mm-hmm.
where, you know, like they had to actually eat some of the members of the party to survive. John would have been one of the eaten.
John would have eaten everybody.
No, he would have been one of the eaten because nobody could have handled
They
it.
were ate his tongue first.
All right, listen, I don't know who's eating who, but I'm going to tell you something.
But Howard, I've driven Jackie a lot of times when Jackie's car got robbed, whatever it was. I mean, so please.
Jackie's car got
No,
robbed.
I don't know. The window was broken. I don't know what it was.
So what, John started whining to you that he's got mental problems?
Well, I know the last time that this came up, he says, well, you know what it is. You know, I got so many rituals.
It does take a long time to
that
get
I
out.
can't get
You
in
know
the
what?
car.
We're not buying it.
I've never
Because
used
if we start buying it, you'll never get here.
I've never used it.
You'll be locked in the house.
I didn't want this to come out on the air. It was something I told Robin.
Let me tell you what happened to me when I had the OCD.
Jeez.
At some point, I go, forget the rituals. I got to get to work.
No, and like I said, I get here at 10 too.
Make getting here one of your rituals. Make it a ritual. Getting here should be a
Yeah, 'cause
ritual.
the rituals he does.
Yeah, that he does. If you don't get here on time, bad things are gonna happen to you and your family. All right? Now you know what's gonna happen.
And they really will.
And they will, for real.
Be out of it, John.
You're hungry.
You're not gonna have work. Oh my God.
I'm sure you had. You know, Howard, did you get up earlier?
No.
Extra earlier?
No.
When you were
No. I wasn't.
He's not foolish.
I'm not going to sit and waste. Listen,
Howard,
sleep
you
is another
channel,
thing.
Though. You used to go. Up
I had problems, but
And he scheduled.
I scheduled my
I'm
problems.
saying, so you got up earlier.
No, getting up early was not I wasn't doing that.
Read his book. He talks about it.
Right. He won't read.
No,
It takes
he can't. You know he can't even read a book.
No, I know that. I couldn't either.
Hey, Howard, can I tell
It
you?
was hard enough writing them.
Pot smoke in his eyes.
What do you want there, Tom?
Hey, what's up, Howard?
Hey.
Hey, John's a big fat leech.
Right.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
Is that all you have to say?
No, man, you know what? John, you should get some glasses, you big fat bastard.
Hey, I'm not fat.
Yes, you are fat.
No,
You're a
I'm
big
not.
fat Mexican.
Oh, this guy's been calling all morning, Howard.
Yeah, so
you
what?
know me how spick.
He's been calling me a spick all day. So.
Yeah, beaner.
There you go.
You smell like shit.
Hey.
Can't say
You
that.
can't say that.
I'm sorry, Howard. Robin, love you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, Howard.
Bye. That's Tom. He's obviously upset with you.
He's polite to everybody else.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hi. Sorry, John. You're
JC, you're on.
Hey, I think you should give John a break. At least he's there.
Well, excuse me. He's got a job. What do you mean, at least he's here?
As opposed to who?
Well, last week you were, threatening to fire him.
I was.
Well, if he's that bad, fire him.
Well, I'll tell you the truth.
Don't get on his case. And
I'll tell you the
there.
truth.
Well, we're trying to be compassionate and tell him he's on the verge.
I mean, how many times can you give a guy a warning?
We like the guy.
We like him. His work is fine. It's just he's.
When he gets there.
Yeah.
Did you hear her? Give him a break. Fire him.
Yeah. You're real compassionate.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. So silly. All right. Are we done with this so I can move on?
Yeah. You know who's here?
And
Who?
if I breached some confidence, John, that I didn't know I was breaching, I'm sorry.
Oh, please. You didn't breach anything. It's nothing he hasn't said
No,
already.
Howard, yes, it is. It's just something that I.
Well, what's the new
I
information?
wouldn't use it as an excuse for being late. I think that's wrong.
But you told Robin it is an excuse.
No, but me and Robin, it's a personal friend.
So
So
what?
it is your excuse.
No, it's not my. Whatever. It's not my. It's not.
You're telling her so she'll go to Gary.
No, that's not the case. It was supposed to be between
Why do
me
you
and
wear
her.
Why do you wear a diaper to work? So I'll
It's
remember
ridiculous.
that you're a baby.
I mean, if I have a private
Let me
conversation with Gary,
if you wear a
fine.
diaper to work, it'll remind me that you're a baby.
That's right. You won't have to worry about socks and clothes.
Right.
Diaper.
If you remind me that you're a baby, then maybe I could understand why you're late, because babies are late. Babies don't have a sense of time.
I do have a sense of time. Like I said, I'm like 5.
If you're late, wear a diaper so that way I'll take pity on you.
John, let me ask you a question. Would you say as a general rule for appointments in your life in general, are you late?
Yeah.
How many times has your show started without you?
Yeah, I'm usually late to things.
John's show starts
So wear a diaper. That way people know you're a baby.
I mean, it's I don't know.
Lateness is a sign of childishness. You're just a big baby, that's all.
You know, it's amazing. I mean,
why? You're late. You're a baby. You need someone to take care of you. That's all. There's no shit. Why don't you admit it to yourself?
I don't think that's what it is.
Once you admit that you need a daddy.
No, I don't think that's what it is.
Once you admit it, then we'll all understand.
I'm saying you don't think, but you can't.
I think what it is, Howard, is that we get up so early in the morning, correct? Or that I try and cut it down to the last minute.
I see.
All of us get up so early.
Right.
Yeah, and I think we, at least, I don't know if you guys do, but
why don't we get a diaper and a pacifier for him? And when he's late, he'll wear it, and we'll remind us that he's a baby.
He got himself into the situation where now he had to move to the end of the earth.
Right.
It's not that far.
Why did you move all the way out to a summer, which is the beach community?
I love the water.
Yeah. I love the water. I'd love to live on the water, but you know what I did? I said to myself, I want to be 20, 25 minutes from the city. So I'm going to give up the water because I'm not a baby. You're a baby. I like the water, so I'll move somewhere where I can be on time.
Get in?
35 minutes.
It takes me 45, so I'm 10 minutes.
It doesn't take you 45. You said you leave at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you're not here till 10 of 6.
Sometimes I'm here. Gary said once a week I might be.
Doesn't take you 45 minutes.
Yes, it does.
Only once a week.
I bet you're never late getting into your boat because babies, when they want to do something that they like, they're anxious.
I'm usually late to everything.
Like I have a 6-year-old. When she's going to do something she likes, she's right on time. She gets dressed real quick, and then when we have to go do something she doesn't like, she cries and whines and dawdles. But she's a baby.
I like.
So you're a baby.
I don't have a problem.
I forgot you were a baby. I sometimes treat you like a man.
I enjoy coming.
Look, here's a big adult diaper.
Like Gary telling you what.
What is that? A brief? There is a medium-sized fitted brief. You can go put that on so you can make in your pants and we'll clean you. Lie on your back and kick your legs in the air like the baby you are. All right, now leave because you're a big baby. I forgot. I'm sorry. A baby has to be handled a different way.
It's amazing the angles you take on.
Give him a punishment if he and rock him in your chair and give him a big baby bati when he has a problem. Get out of here.
Howard, remember we did the MTV Awards a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Then we all went out.
When can I get rid of both of you? Yeah.
In 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The very next day, John had to do his show from Taco Bell on Long Island.
No, this is so stupid.
No directions, pouring rain.
Right.
11:15, I see John downstairs. I
gave myself an hour and 15 minutes to get 20 minutes away.
At a minute to 12, he's pulling his hair out of his head because the star of his hour-long show that's doing this important remote is nowhere to be found.
Here's his excuse. Let me guess. I didn't have directions.
That's right.
Right.
Is that right?
No.
Yes, it is.
What's your excuse?
Hold on a second. The truth of the matter is, I left with plenty of time.
I didn't have
I left with an hour and 15 minutes.
11 on an unbelievably heavy rainy day.
I was at the exit at 20 to 12, then I got lost for 20 minutes and drove around in circles.
Why'd you get lost?
Because I thought
you didn't have directions.
Because I thought Jericho Turnpike was north of the LIE at that point, and it happened to cross, and I went north, and the thing was south.
Why check on it?
But did you have directions?
Yeah, I mean, I knew where it was.
Would you go stand in the corner?
You know,
and take a time out.
I mean, that's
Go stand in the corner. All right.
Remotes where I haven't been late.
You know what
That's
it is?
ridiculous.
This is like talking to my kid, my 6-year-old.
can't take it.
My 6-year-old has it more
Smack it from your
together.
hand.
Hey, here's a loser, dunce cap, and go stand in the corner.
You know, I mean, Jackie's making fun of me. How many times has he been late saying that they didn't call him and like that?
Here we go again. It's all about Jackie.
He just came across it to me.
You
know what? Jackie's late once every 6 months. We're late once a week.
What do you mean out of your mind? That's the truth.
Once every 6 months?
Yeah. I don't even remember the last time he was late.
It's been a while.
Well, we play that phone call every day, so John's just...
Right.
Well, actually, it wasn't that long ago. I remember us talking to him in his car.
Yes,
Right.
please, come on. It was
But it's not often.
All right, could you please leave me now so I can talk to my audience about other things that are more important than you being a baby?
But
All right. All right. You're very childlike.
All right.
I have special problems. Okay, go.
You know, there's no more we can do for you. Either you can get here on time or you can't.
I'll be on time.
All right, thank you. I understand your car breaks down, something happens important.
No, I understand.
But on a regular basis, and then Gary comes to me and I go, Gary, can't you handle this? He goes, look, the guy just doesn't respect me. I go, well, then fire him.
But you understand the dispute is... All right, don't matter.
I don't want to fire you. I like you. You know how much I like you. I think you know.
No, I know.
How many times can you have the same conversation? Because this has been going on for years.
No, but the dispute is over 5 minutes for the most part.
Who's more important, your job or the Yankees?
My job.
Your job is?
You sure?
You didn't act that way last night. The Yankees were more important.
I told you I especially took a 3-hour nap.
You're a baby. 3-hour nap. Like a baby. You take a nap like a baby. I took a nap. Did you sleep with your thumb in your mouth? I hope. Give you a security blanket, too. Get out of here. Thank you.